What kind of question is that? Do you have Discord?
I mean, like, the app.
Yes, I have the app.
Me too.
I just paid 30 gold to get this ring. Somebody ran me through DM to get it.
Hmm. That is a good ring.
It's a very
Oh,
good
but
ring.
it's level 56. I was thinking it was like a 29 twink item for some reason.
Oh God, no! That would be an amazing 29 twink item,
I, yeah, I I would want it.
dude. I'm almost at my hit. I'm almost at my hit cap.
What's that mean? Like chance to hit?
Yeah. So at 9% chance to hit, you can't miss anymore.
What?
Yeah. But on an
That's
orc,
pretty nice.
if you use axis because of the racial,
What
it
about
it
like
only has to be six
dodge
percent.
and parry? Are those separate?
Yeah, those are separate.
Hmm.
But if somebody dodges you or if somebody parries, you get rage on like missing.
Yeah. And overpower and stuff.
Yeah, and then you got overpower, you got revenge, you got whatever.
Well, sounds like you're gonna be hitting a lot.
Well, yeah. Have you played at all today? There's people murdering each other everywhere.
What do you mean?
The
I just
PvP released today.
Oh,
Honor released.
the honor one.
Yeah. So
Huh.
people are just like running around in huge trains. You know,
That's pretty awesome.
they ran a train
No,
on
my
me. They ran a train on
paper
me.
is due tomorrow, or it's due 4 a.m. Saturday morning.
Why would it be due on a Saturday though?
It's I mean, it's due at 11:59 p.m. UTC minus 12. Because it's an international thing, and so that's the last 11:59 p.m. like anywhere in the world. So it's like a way for it to just be less confusing. Because
Yes, it's a universal date.
yeah, yeah, like if it's Saturday, if it's Saturday somewhere, then it's still valid. Or Friday.
It's Saturday somewhere. It sounds like what you say when somebody catches you fucking drinking Jaeger on a fucking Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, oh my gosh, we found this new apartment that we were really into,
Are
and
you looking for one?
yeah, kind of. Well, like we've been slow because we're month to month, so we're not in a rush. So we found this really awesome place, and it's way below market. It's like 2,300 square feet. Like I mean, right now we're in 1,100
How
for three
much?
people. So it's a lot. It's like 6,500. Um, but uh,
Three
but
people. Is
it's
that you, your
huge,
wife, and a
and
roommate?
yeah. He's like one of my best friends, so uh, I love this setup. Um, like I didn't really plan on having a roommate when I got married, but it's it's working out pretty well. Like we're all
For
uh,
you and for your wife? Really? Because like, does your wife feel the same way?
yeah, I mean, like it's a lot cheaper to get like 3 bedrooms is kind of where you get the best like best deals in San Francisco, or
That's the
rather
sweet
like
spot.
two bedrooms. But uh, yeah, like if we were to get a place with 1 bedroom, then you basically end up paying a premium, uh, like paying you know relatively more. Um, anyway, yeah, we live with him, so we wanted to get an office room, and so we had to find a bigger place and stuff. So we found this place, and like the landlord, he like was just talking our head off and talking about like all these people that he's rented to who were like one guy was like the fifth employee of Instagram, so he just kind of name dropping people and telling us like he knows all these like all these like rich guys that like made it big in their startups, and he's telling us about like how he's met all these VCs through like pool parties and stuff, and like he's like telling them his ideas, and they're all like, yeah, great idea, like hit me up, I'll get you VC funding and stuff. And so I mean, I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever, dude. But he's like really into this and is really convinced he's gonna make $1 billion. And so he like, we went in to view the apartment and spent like 10 minutes looking at it and another like 45 minutes listening to him talk about this shit.
Oh my god, it sounds awful.
Yeah, and then we like leave, and like we leave and he like shows us out, and then he starts trying to take us to a restaurant nearby so we can go out to dinner together, and he can like
continue
introduce
talking.
the owner.
No, so it's so he can continue talking.
Yeah, and I mean we cut it off there. We're like, no, we gotta go. And I mean, so that was that. I'm just like, whatever. He's overly friendly, likes talking. So today I had to go meet with him to drop off our rental applications, and so I go to the apartment, and I just have them like in a folder, like just like, here, dude, take them. I gotta go. And he's like, no, like come step into my office, which is his car right next to the apartment. So I'm like, okay, and get into his car, and he basically spends like 20 minutes trying to like get me to join his startup, like talking to me about like work and like what he's gonna do and stuff. And then he starts like just casually discussing my income with me, which he has just read off of the application form, and like trying to talk to me about like how like he's gonna be able to pay me more or whatever. And I'm just like
that's so awkward.
It's very awkward, and it's like super unprofessional. Like that, I didn't give you that information so that you can like try and recruit me, dude. Like,
and if you were giving information for the purpose of recruiting, maybe you would have maybe you would have like fluffed it up a little bit, in a different way,
Yeah. Well, like, yeah. And so he like that just kind of irked me, but like I was like, whatever. Like just trying to be polite, I guess. And he starts like telling me about his
Is he like
ideas
Persian
for
or
the
what?
startup. I think he's Hispanic.
Oh.
But he's telling me
sorry,
that, like,
just every Persian I've ever met.
His big idea, like, or he doesn't tell me what the actual idea is, but he's saying that like, a lot of people when they're making these startups, they try to like just pick a problem and like get really like focus on it and solve it really well, and just kind of hit a niche market to get started. And he's like, I don't really want to do that. Like, I don't think it's very exciting. So, what I think we should do is find something that like everybody needs, like everyone loves, and like really
that is the broadest thing. He hasn't even come up with it yet.
Right. And he's like, no, just like really like hit it out of the park, because I want it to be like instantly successful, I'm just
great.
Like,
imagine going to like a fucking stockholders meeting or like a fucking funding meeting and just going like, look, we don't know what the product is yet, but we have to pick a product that everybody uses. Like, there's just like a bunch of Venn diagrams, and it shows all the groups of people. All of them will use this product.
I think he does have some ideas, and he's like guarding them closely because he thinks they're really valuable. Because like he has it kind of in reverse, where he thinks that like having an idea is like really unique, and nobody has the ideas, and so that's what he brings to the table. And like he doesn't understand that running a business is hard, and running a successful one where you're managing tens of thousands of people is extremely hard. And he just thinks that will all just come because of his great idea. And he's been talking about this shit so much at this point over our 2 meetings that like I'm just kind of realizing like this guy is like delusional. And I went home and started like telling some friends about like what had happened, and like as I'm like re-saying this stuff, I'm realizing like this guy has like serious boundary issues. You know, like he doesn't like with the
Yeah, imagine
income
him as a
thing.
landlord now, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
thinking. And he like
no. Oh no. I'm about to get
he
fucked.
has serious boundary issues, and like he's thinks that he's like way closer to everyone. Like all of his stories are about how he has all these friends, and I'm just imagining he's doing this same shit to VCs at their like kids pool party, and they're just being polite to him, being like, yeah, sure, give me your idea, I'll look at it, you know.
Yeah.
And like he thinks he has like friends all over town, and is like really gonna make it and stuff. And uh I don't know, I'm just like kind of realizing like this guy's like fucking weird, and he's nosy, and he doesn't know his boundaries, and now he's like really trying to recruit me and my wife to do like God knows what shitty idea, you know. He wanted my wife to work with us because she used to work at a think tank, which is like a lobbying
Yeah, I
group,
know.
you
I
know.
know.
Well, he seems to think that a think tank is where you just sit around and think of neat ideas all day. So he's like, yeah, that's pretty cool because we need ideas, you know. And I'm just like, that's not what a think tank is,
Oh my god,
bro.
this dude wants to sell ideas at $5 a pop or something.
Yeah, and he basically like he's a dumbass who like doesn't understand like boundaries and is extremely unprofessional and like
I
way
would not
too
want
like
somebody like that
forward.
to be my landlord, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like I start thinking about this. I'm like, well, at some point, if he doesn't stop, I'm gonna have to tell him to stop or like dodge his calls. So like, you know, people like that, like I'm realizing he's like kind of stalkerish a little bit because he's like, he thinks that like we're way closer than we are, and like he's either gonna get like super offended, or if I like just try to dodge him, he's gonna like just he'll have the keys to my place, you know, he'll just like I'll come home and I'll be just like
He'll
in
be
my
sitting
house
in your
like,
living room, yeah.
hey, I couldn't get a hold of you. Like so all this shit is like running through my head now. And I like so I basically told my wife and my roommate like I think this thing is a no-go. Just like, oh, you're being paranoid about it, but I'm getting like really weirded out now because I'm like, what
Well,
if
I
he's
mean, if I
like
get vibes like
stalking
that about
my
somebody,
wife or
it's
something?
safer to just avoid them, dude. Like, do you
Exactly.
really want to deal with somebody that you have this bad of a feeling about?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've known him for 3 days. I've met him twice, and both times he's like done shit that
Hey, dude, I could
like,
know somebody for
yeah,
fucking 5 minutes if they do something that I don't like. Like there's pet peeves too, man. Like
yeah.
you seem to be a very paranoid, like personal guy. So
I mean, I acknowledge that I am paranoid, but this guy is legitimately
yeah, but
weird and
he
doesn't
has to.
understand where to
You
stop.
don't. I mean, there's so many people in the fucking world that you don't have to deal with somebody that you have a bad feeling about. You know?
Yeah. Well, the problem is this place is like amazing and it's below market, and so you know,
Yeah. And
my wife and
why do you think
roommate
it stays
wanna.
open? Because the dude's a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, I looked him up on Yelp, and and like he's got a Yelp page with it's just 5 reviews, but they're all 1 star, just people talking about how he's a scam artist and he's like just awful.
That's the kind of
Like,
person I want to
yeah,
fucking
no
work
one
for.
said that he was a stalker, like anything like that. They said that what he does is he like tries to like be all like buddy buddy with you at first, and then like once he gets you kind of like where he wants, he just kind of like disappears, sort of thing. So maybe it's that. Maybe he's pushing so hard because he thinks that like that we're gonna think that's friendly. I mean, either way, the guy's fucking bad news. But like, I don't know. But my wife and my roommate really want this place, so it's now we're all like, it's tense, I guess, because they're like, Jake, you're just being paranoid. I mean, my wife's not doing that, but my roommate is.
Well, I
And
need now. I know your name is Jake, dumbass.
ah, fuck. Um, well, there you go. But it's I don't know.
I would have thought your name would be something straighter.
Isn't Jake straight?
No.
Oh.
God, no. Not at all. Jakey.
That is what I go by.
Is it? It's not straight like Jeff.
Oh yeah, if only it were Jeff.
Oh no!
That was my dude.
Everywhere I go, I'm being fucking murdered.
Where are you?
I'm in Everlook right now. And there is no like Windrider people or whatever. They've all been killed.
Wait, where's Everlook?
It's in Winterspring, but it's a pretty big city like Gadgetzan. It's a goblin city.
Oh yeah, I know that place. I thought those guards are hard to kill.
Yeah, well, there's lots and lots of 60s everywhere. They've been waiting for this. And since there's no battlegrounds, this is the only way they're able to get honor.
Are there rewards?
Yeah, there's PvP stores, man.
Oh, that's always been open?
I think so. I think they've always been open, but you just had no way of
Yeah. Wait, does honor give XP?
No.
That's good.
Battlegrounds will. They used to.
Will?
They used to.
They didn't at first.
No, but they did afterwards, and then you could turn off XP if you want.
Yeah. I mean, but that sucked because then you just get lumped in with all the other twinks. Like the great days of Battlegrounds were when you just didn't get XP in them, and so you could like gank level 20s and stuff. It's just so satisfying one-shotting people who are just trying to get enough honor to get like whatever trinket or.
Oh
whatever.
no, I got you. But you can. How can you not still do that now? You simply turn off XP at 29 or whatever, or 19.
Because the people that turn off XP are almost always the twinks, you know.
Yeah.
So you're teamed up against them. They like when they did it, they split the battlegrounds, and so you would get paired up with the people who had turned off XP. Like
No,
those are the people you would fight.
Those are not the only people you fight now, or how it's
good.
gonna be.
I mean, I sure hope so because I want unfair fights.
Yeah, it's definitely that.
Okay.
You gotta trust Blizzard to make everything unfair. Man, I went to Uber's raid on this guy, and it sucked. All of the shit for me dropped, and then I didn't win any single roll.
That is very upsetting.
It's very
How
frustrating.
many people were you competing with?
2 other DPS.
Is Uber's the 10-man instance?
It is, but we were doing it with 5.
You can do that?
Yeah. It's not even that hard.
And do you have any perps?
Any what?
Purples? Purple items? Epics or whatever?
No, but I have a lot of my my buy non equip my best in slot. Quite a few. Like
Already? I don't know. I thought it took a while to get those because you have to go to like the bug land or something.
those are all best in slot. And this is arguably best in slot because I'm gonna use Axis, so I only need 6% hit. So I like that Rage Fury eye patch. It's very nice. I'm also almost 30% crit.
That is a lot of nice stuff. And take this so seriously. I mean,
I just like I go in a
I would
dungeon and
too.
I wanna do big damage. That's my only goal. Of course,
Yeah.
people want me to tank half the time.
Well, you are a warrior.
How dare you? How
You
dare you
have
say that to me?
the heart of a lion.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, so I'm gonna just fuck around and not do this paper for at least 4 more hours, and then I'll knock it out last minute.
Okay. Well, what you want to do something?
I don't know. I don't know if I can commit to like a whole something.
A whole something. You don't even know what that something is, man.
Well, I just know that it requires commitment.
It's not necessarily true. What level are you even on tomato?
53 or 4.
Oh, dude, we could go to BRD.
I don't know.
If we form a group for BRD, you know what?
BRD's huge, right?
Yeah, but here's what we can do. We could do BRD arena runs. Do you know what that is? Where
Mm-mm.
you just go straight to the arena.
Oh, okay. I know what the arena is.
Okay, so there's a shortcut where we can go straight to the arena, and we just go in and out and reset, in and out and reset.
That sounds good. I mean, is the loot good?
Yeah, let me link you. Are you on Spooky, Jeff?
Yeah, at the moment.
Okay. This is one of your best in slot, I think, on tomato. That drops. That drops.
Wait, it's. Uh, I mean, I get that it's nice, but equipment just like I like with warriors and rogues that the weapon really defines, what you're going to be capable of. But all the other equipment, like especially on mages and stuff, it just doesn't feel like it matters that much.
It does though. It has a direct effect, especially when you're building things like crit chance or hit
Yeah.
chance. Like you need a specific hit chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you don't have that hit chance, you're gonna notice that you're gonna miss constantly. The second you stop missing on all your little hits, you're gonna I don't know, you're gonna be able to tell.
I know. It just doesn't feel the same as just a big old weapon that hits for a lot of damage.
I think you just like melee characters then.
I don't. That's the thing. But I like that equipment has a much larger impact on them. Like I like when equipment makes a big difference, and I just never feel like it does on casters.
It does, definitely. I mean, my main's a caster, dude.
I I know. I've played casters. I've played a number of them.
Without my
I know that
gear,
you're right. I'm just
without
saying
my
it doesn't
gear,
feel that way.
my heals are 1/3 of what they normally are,
Yeah, I know.
and my mana per 5 regen is way slower too.
I know that you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just
It's not like
the
the
feel.
damage on a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean, and I know like there's a specific chunky feel to what having that direct damage represent something means.
Yeah, chunky.
Like I don't know, it feels like it feels it's tangible, you know.
Yes, that's what I mean. Hmm. Got attacked. I've just been like not making any progress on level 19. And I'm fully rested, so I should be. But I keep just running in circles and not doing anything.
Yeah, you're telling me it. Have you seen what level I am?
You're 59.
Yeah. How do you think that feels? That feels like I'm at the edge of the cliff, dude. Why the fuck is my... Why is there water on my finger?
Did you know humans are 98% water?
Where did this water come from?
You probably excreted it through your glands.
Oh man, I hope it wasn't when I was coughing. That's disgusting.
Why do these dinosaurs make lightning?
I don't know. So I take it you don't want to go to BRD on Tomato Base?
Not tonight. I'm gonna be too distracted and it will be a liability at best.
Farewell.
I can't find the spiders.
What spiders?
The deep moss spiders. Wait, where are you? I don't see a dot on my map.
Go in peace.
Oh, we're not even in a party, are we?
No, probably not.
Okay. Well,
But it doesn't matter because I'm in the Stone Talon Mountains. Or no, you're in the Stone Talon Mountains. Yeah, that's right.
we both are.
No, I'm not. I'm in Shadow Prey.
Oh. Why'd you say you were?
I like to lie. Lying is fun. Feels good.
I know you don't believe that. I think that was the real lie.
Oh, come on. I don't know what to do. Do I go to Terran Mill in PvP where everybody says that PvP is happening?
It sounds dangerous.
It does, doesn't it? The PvP is happening there.
It would be a lot more interesting if you dropped everything that you're wearing when you die.
Oh, you're gonna say something like it'd be a lot more interesting if you dropped dead.
Like in real life.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool, bro.
I mean, that would be more interesting, but I don't know how popular it would be. Right? I mean, people would write articles about it. There would definitely be interest. Like, why is everyone dying to play WoW? That's what they would put for the headline, I think.
Yeah, Fox News would be like, the game your children are dying to play. Your children are now huffing this.
They had an interview. I just saw like a post about it, but apparently they had an interview on there with like Tucker or whatever.
Carlson?
Yeah, that turd guy, and they interviewed a guy who was like an anti-metrite, like he was against the metric system.
Oh my god.
And thought it was like bad, and that the imperial system or whatever.
Was it like some Jewish conspiracy?
I don't know. I like
Probably.
I didn't actually hear any of it. I just saw the comments on Reddit. But like this guy really believed that. And
Did he use the words "they" a lot?
I don't know. But it just seems so crazy to me. And apparently people will say like the imperial system got us to the moon. Like defending it.
What about it?
Like, why would you defend the imperial system? It's just subjective.
It'd be like if you're programming and you have an old piece of code that does the function that you needed to do, but in like really rudimentary way, and you just kind of made it ad hoc, and then you go and you like go to like expand a better version of that code, and people are like, no, we need the old one.
Yeah, basically. Like, I mean, I get that it's never gonna change in the United States, but I just cannot approve of someone saying that the metric system is bad.
I just cannot approve of anybody who thinks that like a multiple system like that is better than or is worse than our fucking yard, which are 4,200 yards per mile, and fucking 16 ounces per fucking pound. And give me a break, man. Standardization is great.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, but like probably the real WTF is that they like actually put that guy on the news and gave him airtime.
I don't know, man. It's Fox News.
Yeah.
It is Fox News if it's Tucker Carlson.
It was Fox News, yeah.
What brings you here?
Have you watched any of the hearings? The impeachment stuff?
I've watched like summaries of it. Not like the
I
hearings
haven't
themselves. Like
watched
they're yeah, they're like hours long, dude.
Yeah. Well, like anytime you have Democrats and Republicans like going at each other, it gets like just really irritating. It's like the same arguments over and over and over. And both sides kind of end up sounding like children. IMO. Okay, I'm gonna finish this quest and then I'm gonna try to fuck with this paper.
Good luck.
Thing.
Chabamba, como ahorita está en decadencia de liderazgo, se han acercado al Mafre, al Mauricio, y le han dicho, talento. Pero como no despega, no despega, la está pensando. Ese fin de semana se van a reunir, dice el Johnny, un peinado, es el candidato UCS, y realmente, ¿qué tiene que ver realmente todo eso? Que es todo pues, la audiencia que maneja la serie de Chamba.
What the fuck is going on? Bro, I am sitting here and I'm extremely high. And I opened a website that was auto playing something in Spanish, and I couldn't get it to stop playing, and I had to like Control Delete Chrome, and it was playing like full volume. It was so like intrusive, like I was like in a soft, comfortable spot and everything, and like now I feel like eked out, you know?
Yeah. Spanish is hard to understand.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I speak it.
That might help. I don't speak it, and I find it pretty much indecipherable.
Oh, I mean, I suppose speaking it my whole life might help. I also like spoke it like, and I'm natively from Miami, which has like it's where all the Spanish accents meet, I guess.
Oh.
So I speak like a bunch of different like versions of Spanish, if you will.
Huh.
You can't just like talk to a Mexican guy and then talk to a fucking Colombian guy the same way. You know what I mean? There are regional Spanish differences.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that it was that different, but that definitely makes sense.
I mean, it's that different, but like they'll understand words, but like it won't make sense. Like, you know what I mean? They'll understand words. They'll probably you'll probably successfully communicate. Like they'll try and they'll be like, oh, you know, okay, I get it. But it is different. Like
Irish people.
Yeah,
Those really thick Irish accents.
yeah. Or if you were talking to somebody like in Britain and like you were trying to tell them about like fucking French fries, and you're like, oh yeah, fries, and they're like, oh, you mean chips, mate? Hey, oi, you mean chips, mate?
Yeah, they'd say that.
But
too.
it's a little worse because it's even like it's more separated. You know what I mean? And then once you get to Brazil, it's like it's more Portuguese influenced. Even countries like around Brazil, like Colombia and Venezuela.
Isn't Brazil speaks Portuguese?
Yes.
I just meant it's like it's not just an influence, I would say.
No. But Portuguese is an influence for Venezuelan Spanish, though, is my point. Because of Portuguese speaking Brazil.
Huh.
So there are like you know like there's people from the Amazon in Venezuela like that move into the US and then they speak fucking pure Portuguese only.
Aren't Spanish and Portuguese like mutually intelligible?
No.
Or is that's not true? Okay.
No, maybe like 50% of the words, but it's not enough to carry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also speak Portuguese.
I mean, you've already got 50% of the words.
Yeah, that was the idea. I was like, I guess I'll learn the rest.
I don't know. There's too much focus on weird vowels in Portuguese. In my opinion.
Oh, like accentuation and stuff, or
Everything has like an sound.
no, not really. But like você, like there's like e and a accented.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's many. I'm just kind of just
The
talking.
oo
I
or
don't-
like
I don't
like
know
you're
Portuguese.
making me think of umlauts, and there's not a lot of that stuff.
Oh,
Not in Portuguese. In fact, I can't think of a single fucking word in Portuguese that uses umlauts.
not an umlaut. Shit, I'm gonna die. Oh fuck! I killed the spider.
Why did I just go to Ungoro? I'm gonna get fucking destroyed.
What is it? Never mind.
You're about to tell me something false?
No. I just don't. I don't know how I feel about Portuguese.
Interesting.
Um,
Doing business with ya.
Oh, that guy's elite. I went to Brazil once, and I really didn't like the food.
I mean, I guess I kind of get it because um, I don't know. I kind of prefer Portuguese food, like to Brazilian food.
Well, I was in a really touristy area, and
Yeah. Beside that,
it's
though, no,
like,
I kind of agree. Supposedly, the only thing they do well is grilling,
yeah, like what,
like the picanha.
like Brazilian
It's
barbecue or
it's called
something.
picanha. Yeah.
No, like what I was having when I was there was like I was on the beach in a touristy area, so it was like if it was like American food, but just like really bad, like stuff that would cost the equivalent of like a $1 hamburger, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, like a
Here,
$1
here's
McDonald's
also
burger,
here's also
fine.
the other issue with that, dude. That people talk about Brazil as if there's like one culture or one fucking. It's a huge country. That's like if you say, "Oh, American food," but you want to differentiate like the Midwest from Western.
Yeah,
You know what
well,
I mean?
that's
Like
fair.
it's a fucking it's a pretty large country, and
Yeah,
it sounds like you just like were in a tourist hellhole where they wanted to feed you American food.
yeah, it was definitely that. But I also don't like the barbecue stuff because it's just like too much meat. So
I'm a big fan
there
of
you go.
that, but I'm a big fan of that. But at the same time, I'll tell you this: right next door in Argentina, much better
Mhm.
version of the same thing.
I think I've had Argentinian food. I recall it being good.
Yeah, it's very steak heavy, very red meat heavy, but it's a little bit more like rice, beans, maybe like deep fried plantains. You know?
Yeah, there's this restaurant, Limon. Oh, it's Peruvian,
That's the
but
same.
it's very good.
That's like saying fucking Mexican and Canadian. Or sorry, I meant to say American and Canadian. It's like saying Mexican and
They're
Canadian.
right next to each other.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, no, but Peru, like even like when you
Oh,
listen, when you hear their
you're saying they
accent,
are.
even when you hear their accent, they sound like weird Argentinians. You know?
Yeah. Um, well, yeah, this place that we went to, they had like ceviches, like all these different kinds, and they were just incredible. I really liked ceviche.
That's Peru.
Yeah. Um, and I got the paellas, which are also good. Actually, I don't know if
That's
that's
paella is
a
Spanish
Peruvian
food
place. Oh,
technically,
well, I
but I
think I
mean
got the
all of
paella somewhere else.
but well. All of these places, all of those countries, like Mexico has a paella too, but it's like they're remnants of Spanish culture.
I mean, it's basically just uh, stir-fried rice, right?
Oh my god, not at all. Uh, not
How
at
is it
all.
different?
I mean, one big part would be saffron. Like the taste of saffron and the smell of saffron is like fucking inescapable in paella.
I don't know what saffron tastes like. I just know it's
Have you
expensive.
had good paella? Like I'm talking like good like $50 paella or something a plate,
No, I haven't had like
or in Spain.
high-end
Okay.
food.
The reason I say $50 a plate is because of how expensive saffron is for them to actually use it.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's saffron is like,
Why is it so expensive?
dude,
Can't
it's
they
like
just
it's
farm it?
hundreds of dollars an ounce, like thousands of dollars or some shit.
Just like grow more.
I think it only like blooms in some places or something. But dude, it's almost like you know how jasmine rice tastes like jasmine throughout, and it's like it's
I
got its
didn't know
own.
that.
Well, this has its own kind of like very penetrating, very like perfumed taste. And the other thing about paella is that you're supposed to make a shell of cooked rice that gets
Hmm.
burnt to the bottom of the pan. That's it's called like a crust, you know. And you're supposed to like cut that up and get that with your when you get your food.
Hmm.
So you have like
Sounds like it could be good.
you have like a shell of rice.
of
Burnt.
hard rice.
Yeah, but it tastes good as fuck. As long as it's not full on burnt, you know. You just have to like toast it, kind of, you know.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then the ingredients of the paella kind of like determine whether it's a Spanish paella or like a Portuguese paella or one of like the American, South American paellas.
This one had shrimp.
That could be any. I would say the inclusion of octopus would make it European.
The paella didn't have octopus.
Okay. Because it is a very it's a very Portuguese and Spanish thing to add live octopus to it.
I do like octopus. Wait, alive?
Yeah,
Like
as in
a
like
whole
they add it
octopus
raw.
hanging out there?
No, not the whole. It's just the
Oh,
tentacles.
raw.
Yeah. The
Wait,
reason I
can't
say
the,
that,
like tentacles live independently or something?
yeah, they can like regrow the whole octopus, dude.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Dude, octopuses are fucking crazy. Like they're super smart too.
Yeah, I've seen like the crazy shit that they do, like opening jars and basically escaping from.
When they dream, they camouflage themselves.
Oh, like in the dream?
Yeah. And like
but how do they know what?
Based on what happens in their dream, I don't know, because they've got them hooked up or something. They like if they sense they're in danger in their dream, they'll camouflage in like while being awake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're actually finding out a lot about their similarities between their sleep cycle and human sleep cycles, which we're still like kind of like slightly puzzled about.
It's pretty simple. There's the REM part.
Yeah, I don't think it's that we're puzzled about. I think it's like the reasoning.
That's all there is to it.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the reasoning of why, or
I think it's because we gotta put time in our like old realities, you know.
oh, it's like it's your loading screen.
Well, it's like because you're existing, you know, in all these different places at once, and so sometimes you gotta just devote exclusive time to the other places. Probably. That's probably the most scientific explanation.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just killing too many spiders. Like, I don't need to kill, but I'm just killing them.
What's fucked up, dude?
They're just so beautiful, and I just want to squeeze the life out of them.
I just want to love them.
To death.
Like that, like the little girl in Nemo.
Oh, yeah. Like that, the kid with the braces, is that the one? Or is that
I vaguely remember the movie. Don't quiz me, man. I hope I'm even naming the right movie, so.
It's the one with the fish.
No, I know, dude. Trust me. I've watched that movie hundreds of times because it was the only way to shut my fucking sister up when I was a kid.
Oh wow.
Like I was like 13 and she was like 3, and it was like every time she would start fucking crying if she didn't watch the movie. She had to watch the movie several times a day.
Yeah, my sister was like that with the Never-Ending Story. Oh no, there's too many spiders. Get out of here. Get away. They're gonna kill me. Get it. Okay.
Not until just now that I said that, this struck me how ridiculous it was that we had to have this movie playing 24/7.
I mean, I've heard of lots of kids like having those.
Like it almost
with,
seems like a
particular
fucking
movies.
weird obsession, you know?
With my niece and nephew, they got that way with Inside Out, which is actually a really awesome movie. So I love that when I go over there, it's on all the time. Have you seen it?
No, I don't even know what it is.
It's the story of like a family that moves to California from like the Midwest or something, and the girl's gotta like make new friends and stuff, and then she has some bad days and things like that. But like most of the movie takes place in her head, where there's like these different little like dudes representing different emotions. So there's like a sadness lady and a happiness lady and like an anger lady and like creeped out or something lady or grossed out lady. And there's this whole complex system for how they like make memories and like store them and stuff, and they go through like different parts of the brain and kind of give this like really accessible explanation of like the different components that go into like making like long-term memories out of like emotional experiences. It's like it's a Pixar movie, so it's like cute and funny and all that stuff. But it's kind of interesting because it's like such a simple but I don't know, really enjoyable explanation of like being emotionally intelligent, I guess.
I don't know. I might actually watch it. I think my wife was watching it, and I mean, honestly, I'm a little about them by now. Like I've watched so many of them, but like I would argue that like I liked, for example, Megamind, and
which one was that?
The big blue guy.
Is that good?
Yeah, it was good. You should see it. Like it was a little bit deeper than like the usual superhero movie, because it's like the superhero is like piece of shit. Like, you know what I mean?
How have I not seen this? I'm getting it right now.
Do it.
I'm gonna watch with my dog.
I think. Did you find Megamind enjoyable, Destiny?
Somewhat. It wasn't my favorite.
She didn't care for it.
Your wife's name is Destiny?
Yeah. What's yours?
Oh,
Chastity. Right. Is it? Really?
No. It's not. I'm not gonna tell you until I slip up and say it randomly during the conversation.
You probably already have. I just didn't like have the context of looking for it, you know?
Is Megamind a smart guy? Is that why they call him Megamind?
Yes. He's like the evil genius guy.
Is the Button of Doom also good?
I have no idea.
There's 2 Megamind. Well, I'll start with the main one. And we'll
the Button of Doom, that sounds like a straight-to-video sequel or something.
That's what it looks like, yeah. 720p. No, thank you.
More like 720p.
Exactly. That's my main issue with 720. What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
I think I'm gonna go into the and then I'm gonna get on my bank alt and see if I can get any good deals. Oh, it was so exciting. I bought like 10 lesser eternal essences for like 125, 1G25, and then I resold them like 5 minutes later for 2G a piece.
Nice. How many did you get?
I got 10, so I made what, like 8 gold or something. I mean, it's not a ton, but it was for like 0 effort, you know.
Yeah. Dude, I can actually like shit money right now. I was looking at the ingredients. I was looking at the ingredients for potions like elixir of the mongoose, and how much like the finished potion sells for. Like I can take 2G and make 5G each time I make a potion.
Like selling it on the auction house?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good turnover.
It is a fucking crazy turnover, but I mean, I wonder how long that's gonna be like that. Because the more people get it,
That stuff, in my experience, lasts a while. If there's trade skill steps in between, it's like even
it's
people
hard
that
to get
learn
300
won't
alchemy,
rely
dude.
on it forever.
It's
Well,
hard.
yeah,
To,
then
and it's
you're in a
it's
better
a
position.
potion that you have to get the drop.
You can't buy it.
I mean, you can buy it from the auction house.
Oh, that's what I thought you meant. Like you buy the mats and then just turn them around for
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah, by making.
Well,
But I mean, not everybody has the not everybody has the recipe because the recipe drops.
oh, that sounds like a gold mine. Well, why don't you do that and get a mount?
I don't know because I just paid 30G for that ring.
Dude, this asshole has been selling this Pathfinder Hat of the Monkey for like 100 gold, and he lists it every day, and obviously nobody's buying it.
But he thinks he's gonna sell it someday.
I mean, they are extremely rare, and it is the Bith.
Yeah, but it's a fucking retarded. Like, honestly.
It's an ugly hat, and it's a green, so it doesn't feel good to spend that kind of money on it. Holy shit!
It doesn't
What?
feel good.
No way.
What?
I'll tell you if...
No, tell me anyway.
Let me see if it happened. I have to check my Oh, no. Never mind. It was. No way. I put up, the butcher, that sword. Someone was selling it, like, they were up for 200G, and I have one, so I put it up for, like, 190. But it didn't sell, it just expired. I mean, I bought it for, like, 5, so I was like, I don't need it that bad. This guy's name is SJW Flake.
Fleek?
SJW Flake, like snowflake.
Oh, I thought you said fleek, like eyebrows on fleek.
Oh, no.
SJW on fleek. I love that, don't you?
I don't have a problem with it.
Like I don't hate it.
Love it. Yeah.
I just met it.
Yeah, I gotta get to know. I mean, generally, I don't like the anti-SJW stuff. Like, I don't consider myself a social justice warrior, but it's always like the racist gamer kids who just call each other the N-word who complain about the SJW.
Yeah, and the only time that ever comes up is when somebody's a douche like that. Because even if you admit, and I admit, there is some issues with censorship and canceling and shit like that in this country. Like the opposite is much worse, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, everyone takes everything too far, to be fair, but yeah, I'd rather have people being like overly concerned about racism and exclusionary practices and stuff than people like yelling about their right to say the N-word. I have complicated feelings, though, about how it's used in music.
What about the S word?
Shit.
Sure.
What's the S word?
I don't know. You have like a serious topic you're discussing, and it's like, yeah, but what about the S word, homeboy?
I don't mind that one. I use it a lot.
Shit.
Yeah. Even though
I only use it while I'm shitting.
Just yell that out until you're done.
Yeah. It's my safe word for while I'm shitting. Oh, this fucking pterodactyl. This pterodactyl is glitched and he won't leave me alone. Thank you. He's flying through the earth and attacking me forever.
I wish you could just steal people's, the items they're auctioning.
No, think about being on the other end of that, man.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, just me. I want to steal other people's stuff.
Yes, but
obviously I don't want to be on the other end of that. I would never advocate for letting myself get stolen from.
The only way I would advocate for something like that is in a communist revolution or something.
Yeah, that would make sense. You're saying we should have a game about that where you can steal from.
Yeah, where you can steal from the bourgeoisie.
A game where you can steal from the richest players.
Yeah, you steal from the richest players. Yeah, every time somebody there's a leaderboard, the top 10 are just free game. You can freely kill them anywhere in town.
What was that? Ultima Online. There were bounties on murderers' heads.
Yeah.
So, I mean, did you played that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you're familiar with.
And I played a bunch of other forthcoming and there was a lot of games like it, by the way.
Oh. I just remember there were guys who would just try to get their bounties as high as possible.
Yeah, there was another game called Conquer. There was another game called Conquer, which is played a little bit like Diablo 2, but it was full of microtransactions, and I actually spent $20,000 on it. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Uh, anyway, I played that game a lot, and some dude named Dick Cancer BR would get his bounty all the way up so high because like your name turns like from white to a shade of pink to red
Mm-hmm.
as you PK. Well, he continued to PK until they decided, well, we've got no way to represent that, so the developer just made his name black, only his name. Like as an update, they just went. She made Dick Cancer's name black.
And his name was Dick Cancer.
Dick Cancer BR.
That's pretty awesome. I would feel really proud. Like, a major life accomplishment.
Yeah, you're part of the patch notes, you know.
Yeah, man. What a bro.
He was Brazilian.
Okay.
I'm really gonna question my if I don't remember because I'm pretty high right now. If I don't remember tomorrow and I see my notes and I just see watch Inside Out, I'm gonna question myself. I'm gonna be like, what? Why?
I can see being confused about it. I mean, I think you should just enjoy all Pixar movies, probably.
I mean, yeah, but they're not all the same. Like, and they're not all good.
They're certainly not all the same.
And
I'll
and,
give you
and
that.
I'm also lumping in like DreamWorks and all this other shit too. Like,
DreamWorks, they're not as good. Like Pixar is like the top notch.
yeah, but in their quest for we're always gonna have like meaningful, fucking emotional, like culturally fucking sensitive things. Like they're always the same. They're always
What?
yeah, they are. They really are. They fall into this fucking mold.
You're thinking of DreamWorks.
No, I'm thinking of Pixar. And DreamWorks is like the fucking dollar store version of that.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna look at the list right now.
Of movies?
Of of Pixar movies. What do we got? So Wall-E is good, and
Wally's
there's no
fine.
movie like it.
Oh, Coco was fucking garbage. Cars was
I love
fucking
Coco.
Cars was fucking retarded.
Coco made me cry. I haven't seen Cars.
Cars is stupid. Like it's not bad, but it's stupid.
I went on the Cars ride at
Oh,
California
Bow
World.
is stupid. Just like
Hello,
just
Bao?
like yeah, just like an effort to
There's
have
no
a fucking
movie
Chinese
called
fucking
Hello,
character.
Bao.
I said bow,
Bao.
bow, like a button.
In Cars?
Cars is stupid.
Is that a character in Cars?
No. Bow is another fucking Pixar movie, man.
Bao?
BAO.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's not in list of Pixar films.
I'm looking at it right now. It says Disney Pixar Bow.
Did it just come out?
2018.
Oh, it's 2018. Well, why isn't it in my list?
I don't know. Okay, The
This is
Incredibles
really
is
good. It's a
The
guide.
Incredibles is completely forgettable.
The Wikipedia list of Pixar films doesn't have Bao. This is very surprising to me.
Wow. Okay. Oh, there you
Right?
go. You get to make an
I
edit.
could add it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I've never added anything to Wiki.
Really?
This is
I've
like-
added a few things.
This is big.
I've added a few things,
Big
but
omission.
nothing that matters to me. You know, and this one matters to you.
Pixar Animation Studios. Is it the same company though since it got bought out?
It says Disney Pixar.
Yeah, that's not Pixar Animation Studios. Let's see what they say about Pixar in Wikipedia. Wait. Pixar Animation Studios. Disney. Oh yeah, it says a subsidiary. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do it. I gotta make an account. Apparently I had one. Okay. How do I even do this? Wait, how am I supposed to... There's no, like, WYSIWYG editor.
No, there isn't. It's like an HTML editor, isn't it? It's just like a text box.
Yeah. Well, so now I gotta have two windows open.
Yeah,
Okay,
you need to look.
so
They have
now
this
it's-
weird markup language, kind of like so how some forums have like PHP or whatever markup.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so it released on June 15th, 2018, which is when The Incredibles 2 released.
Something like that. Oh, is it maybe not a feature film?
Maybe that's it.
Maybe it's like a short, you know?
Shit. Okay. List of Pixar.
Yeah, it's a short. It's a short.
I was this close to greatness. Yeah. Okay. Initial release with Incredibles 2. Now it's all making sense.
It's all coming together, yeah.
Okay. Should I try selling the butcher again? It's still up there for like the lowest is 125.
How difficult would it be for me to do Windows then on my computer?
Okay, I'm gonna put it up for 120. I mean, I don't do combat.
I still need to download it for you or something. You could probably do it, but not tonight. Like this weekend though.
I can't just reinstall Windows.
No, I need to download it and I need to put it on a thing. You can't download it and open something on your computer and tell it, "Hey, delete my hard drive," because it's running on your hard drive. So I need to you need to run Windows off a USB or something. So just give me a day or so.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think that the butcher is actually supposed to be worth 100 gold, right?
What is the butcher?
Here. Like even as a BIS item, that's still like a 30 or 40 gold thing. Like once everything stabilizes, because these prices are still getting sorted out, and like they're
Yeah,
shooting
but
up.
people are
But-
starting to gear up for Twinks now.
But like 100, I don't think that stuff was ever.
Why
worth
don't you sell it now that people are spending crazy amounts?
Well, I guess I'm asking, like, should I
Put it up for 70.
wait?
Put it up for 70. And test the waters. If you sell it for 70, that's great.
The lowest is 124, so I'm gonna do 120.
No, that's too greedy, man. Just do like 100 or something.
I don't want to sell it unless I get an obscene amount.
That is an
I guess
obscene amount.
100 is fine.
100 is
But
an obscene amount.
If I drop it too much, then it's gonna be obvious that like people are.
No, what's gonna happen is one of those other people are just gonna buy it and they're gonna put it up at the same price. I bet you. They're not gonna let you destabilize the market with one fucking item.
Okay. You think 100?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that because you want to buy it?
No.
That you're
No,
shitting
I don't.
gold?
I don't want it. I don't have 100 for one.
Okay. But I thought you were shitting gold.
No, I haven't. I haven't done that.
Even.
But and
Just
the other thing is, those potions I can sell them for 5 gold a piece. Here's the thing: I love those potions. They're the best, man. They give me like 4% crit chance.
Okay. So you don't sell?
I have not sold them. I could be selling them, but I have never sold them because I like using them and I like giving them out whenever like I go to a raid or
make
something.
Enough to sell and to use.
There's never enough.
Okay, I put the butcher up. What else we got? Got the zealot blade. Like the zealot blade is not selling for that much.
Do you have a
it's
zealot blade?
not as nice. I do.
How much? Link it again. Because I'm thinking of a different weapon, I think. I definitely was thinking of a different weapon. Yeah, but the level is right. How much does it say for you?
This is what I'm gonna use, I think. The claw.
I agree. I would use the claw.
I like to do the backstab thing, because then I get to jump around and poke him in the back.
Which character? Or
on a not subtlety. I guess daggers. Is it daggers?
Are you actually gonna play Shillery?
Or it's assassination, I think.
Are you actually gonna play Shillery?
I don't know if I'm gonna play Shillery, but I'm gonna have a 29 rogue. That's like my jam.
Oh, for the battlegrounds?
Yeah, that's what I did back, like when I.
You just don't.
did
Your
Battlegrounds.
attitude does not strike me as that of a PvPer.
Well, I liked Battlegrounds a lot.
You're too gentle.
I mean,
You're
I
too
was
delicate.
tweaked out, but I think I was good too.
You're too delicate, and your response is, "I was twinked out." You know, if somebody didn't understand what that means,
You know.
I was twinked out back then.
Yeah, some guy was talking to me about twinking when we were still in toppable twinks. And he was like very enthusiastic about it. And I was like, no, it's a different kind of guild. And this whole discussion. Like I told him.
Dude, I keep joining guilds. I keep joining guilds and they all suck. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
And why did you link me that?
I don't know, I was just clicking stuff.
Why? Those are good. Those are good.
Thanks. Oh, how about this?
That's good for that. For the tea, the rogue tea.
Oh, I actually this I'm happy about. I got it for like 5 gold.
Oh, is
know
that you're
how
gonna
much it
use that on
usually
your
is.
warlock?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's more damage.
It's more damage, and fire resistance won't hurt, especially in BRD and shit. There's so much
Oh, I
shit
didn't
that does
even think
fire.
of that. That is true. Okay. Someone buy some of this shit. I really want a Cutthroat's mantle, but I never find them for sale. It's very sad. Both my wife and my... It's just so weird being all alone.
They're both gone?
Yeah.
Why?
Roommate is just fucking around in San Diego, and wife is working in LA or DC or something.
LA or DC? They're right next to each other, yeah.
Well, those are the two that she goes to a lot. Because it's always political stuff. I don't know why LA is political. I guess just because it's big.
I guess so.
I don't like
Kitty. Kitty, leave me alone. I love you, leave me alone. Meow.
Have you seen all of the Marvel movies?
Oh God, no.
Have you seen any of them?
Yeah, sure. I'm not the biggest fan of anything. Like the execution, nor the story, nor the like the fucking choices that they took, um the liberties they took.
What liberties did they take?
I don't know if I want to say liberties, but like I guess the creative vision as opposed to like how the comic books were.
Oh, do you like the comic books?
Yeah. Some
I
of
guess
them, not all of them.
Are the stories like out of the comic books? Like, is it just generally, or like
Yeah, it's out of the comic books
are they
generally.
trying to stay close to them, or
That's the idea. But they just like, man, I don't know. Like, just imagine like you have a book that you like, and then they're like, it's a TV show now, and like they make it so that like it's so.
I get it. I know why like Ender's Game is like my favorite book of all time, and
I've heard so many people say that, but I've never seen it or heard it or anything.
well, the book was like very it was a big deal to me, you know, as a kid, and kind of nostalgically as an adult, and so I like refused to see the movie. And I mean, I get why it would take something away from the experience if you you know, switch formats like that, because they're, especially with movies, they're kind of telling you how you were supposed to experience it or something.
Yeah, and you know what? But it's always like it changes the tone of things to just be like this action, like you know, like when. Like I don't know, like there were entire series of like the comics that were like they're very depressing and they're very like moody, and the way that they're represented by like this series of Marvel is just like this like fucking 120 beats per minute fucking hydro pop.
What? I don't know what any of that meant.
120 beats per minute hydro pop.
You're saying that the movies are
They're too
fast?
cotton candy fucking
Can you give
baby.
me
I
an
don't know.
example?
They're really pop about everything, you know?
Like pop music pop? Like poppy?
They're pop in every aspect, you know what I mean?
Can you give me one example of something that you think was like better in the comics?
Yeah, let me think.
Is it like a Han shot first kind of a thing?
No, like it's almost like you know who Archie is, right? Like the Archie comics and stuff.
Is that what you like?
No,
Is that
I
the
don't like
comics
that.
you
I don't
like?
like that at all. I don't like that at all. But bear with me. Do you know?
I'm familiar with it.
Okay, just imagine like you are playing. You go from like these superheroes that are like Ninja Turtle type things, right?
hmm
And suddenly like they turn into something like that.
I thought you were gonna say that Archie was like the comic that did it for you.
No.
I was gonna
No, no,
Can't,
my sister reads Archie. I
can't
hate
say
it.
you're into comics if it's Archie.
No.
I mean, I hate being a gatekeeper, but and like I'm not even into comics, you know.
I'm
But
not even. I wouldn't say I'm into comics, and you know what? I definitely wouldn't say I'm into Marvel. If you asked me what I'm into, I would say Spawn a lot more than Marvel, for example.
isn't Spawn a Marvel?
No, no.
Oh.
Spawn is independent. Todd McFarlane.
What? Really?
Yeah,
I thought he was like friends with Spider-Man though.
he was like I don't know what happened, but he had his own studio. Dark Horse? No, yeah, maybe.
Oh shit. I put my fudge in the ice cream and then I was like, but it's not hot yet. I can't microwave all the ice cream.
Microwave all the ice cream, man. Just do it. Nobody's there to judge you,
It's gonna melt.
dude. Nobody's there to judge you.
I don't want to taste it.
I'm here, and I'm gonna be judging you.
I don't even want anything. I've had too much ice cream tonight.
How much have you had?
Like a pint and a half.
That is a lot, dude.
hmm
Are you a big?
I got
Are
a
you a big
special-
guy or?
No, I'm like extremely fortunate because I eat like just garbage and I don't put weight on.
Well, yeah, because like you don't like. There's only a type of person that can eat that much ice cream. That is a person who eats too much ice cream.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. If I ate a pint, I'd be fucking like sitting here like trying to bar it. Well, I am severely lactose intolerant too, though.
It's not that much. I am too, but it's mostly my wife who has to deal with that
What do you mean?
because I just end up farting a lot in bed and it's just
Oh, I don't fart a lot. I get
Too
up every
much.
10 minutes and fucking liquid shit.
oh yeah I don't get that.
I thought you were gonna say something about you shit the bed and that's why it's your wife's problem. And I was like, holy crap, okay. Oh yeah, every time I eat too much ice cream, I just shit the bed. But that's her problem.
That'd be pretty badass.
Her problem, though, right? Know what I mean? Now I'm saying.
Like, I'm not gonna clean that up.
I ain't gonna clean that up. That's on your side of the bed.
Everyone knows it's the wife's job to clean up the shit out of the bed.
It's a good way to get shit smeared on your face.
Sounds like you know that from experience.
Yeah, if I said that, I would get shit smeared on my face. My wife's a redhead.
Oh. So they like smear shit on people?
Yeah, they're known for well, they handle their feces like chimps do. That's projectiles.
Well, chimps have like hard, dry poops, so it's much less gross for them, I think.
You don't know what my wife's poops are like, sir.
I know. I'm just saying that chimps. I read this in a book, actually. It was by Orson Scott Card, the guy who wrote Ender's Game, who it turns out was like really racist or something.
Yeah, a lot of people were.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. There's this whole section of the book where like one of the, I don't know, a chapter, I guess, where they like throw these kids in a room with their like stun guns or whatever, but they don't know like how the guns work or anything, or like that they just are in their suits and have their equipment, but they have not used anything and haven't been told anything. They're just floating around in like in null G, and like some of the kids figure the guns out and basically just like freeze everybody. And the kids who get frozen are like, it's not fair. And the teacher guy is like, why? Like, you all had you all started with the same stuff and had the same amount of time to figure it out. Like, that's your problem. And basically, it kind of sounds like it's an allegory for, like, things like Manifest Destiny and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't think I've really picked up on that so much as a kid, but now, like, understanding that the guy was super racist.
Yeah, and then you were wondering why you were a neo-Nazi as a child. Well, this is it.
Yeah. That's true. It was ironic that I became the Jew that I hate. I mean, I was always Jewish.
No, you just one day. Just one day you become a mensch.
I mean, when I was 13, I guess you could say.
Did you have a bar mitzvah?
I did. I just wanted to get a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I told my Hebrew teacher, like, was like, so why do you want to learn Hebrew? And I basically told her that I was like, oh, you know, I want to get a bunch of money from my bar mitzvah. Said I have to learn Hebrew first. She got like pretty mad about it. It's like that I do not want to participate in this. It's like, you're gonna have to do better than that. Like, okay. So I don't know. I came up with something better, I guess.
And they believed you?
I mean, I don't. It didn't really matter.
Faults on them.
Just her, like, for her personal satisfaction. It wasn't like part of the ceremony or anything. It was just she's making small talk. I'm like, so why do you want to learn Hebrew? I don't know. I don't remember any of it though. It's kind of a stupid language. Like, it's in the wrong direction.
Yeah, one direction.
Exactly.
This guy gets it.
Like, that's my whole thing.
That's basically that's me, you know? I'm that.
Wait, did you play Breath of the Wild?
Nope. Well, I tried on Cmu, on, you know what I'm talking about? Cmu.
Simu?
Yeah.
Is that the Wii emulator?
The Wii U emulator. The Wii emulator is Dolphin.
Oh. And you didn't like it?
No, it just wasn't stable enough. It was just ever so slight. It ran at like this really grating FPS of like 56, and it just everything was like jerky looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was something just irritating about it.
That would be pretty annoying. It's I mean on the Switch at least it's like a beautiful game. And that's a big part of it.
Well, even if it ran at 30, that would look fine. But there's something very stressful about like 56. You know what I mean? You ever feel that way about?
It's 56.
It was like 56 FPS.
Wait, so what's wrong with that though?
That it ran at a very specific rate where everything looked jumpy. It was like the refresh rate and the FPS.
Because it didn't match up with the refresh rate?
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Okay.
Like it was at the crux of like, or at the start of a new, of where it should have been a different refresh rate or something like that. You know what I mean? And it would just like draw like half a frame. Half of my character doing one thing and the other half doing another thing. You know?
Yeah. That is.
And it looked, and it didn't feel right. It didn't, like, it also, like, it felt like there was, like, a delay.
Yeah. Well, if you get a hold of a Switch ever,
if I get a hold of a Switch, I'm way more interested in playing the Game Boy Zelda remake. What the fuck was it called? Link's Adventure.
Link's Awakening?
DX. Link's Awakening, yeah.
I just started playing that. It's fun too.
I want to play that so fucking badly. You have no idea. That was my entire childhood.
Zelda,
yeah, that was my entire childhood.
Breath of the Wild is. I mean, I didn't get this experience, but I imagine it's really cool because all of those guys that you have like fought in, you know, overhead and 2D, like really come to life in this game. It's like you're seeing them the way that they like actually exist for the first time.
Breath of the Wild.
I think that would be pretty neat as like a lifelong Zelda player.
I mean, I'm a lifelong Zelda player, but like I wasn't a big fan of the Wind Waker, for example.
Oh, I don't know what that was like.
Wind Waker, the GameCube one.
So I've played A Link to the Past barely because I was too young to understand it.
What the fuck are you? You're older than me. I beat that game when it came out.
That's the NES one, right?
No, Super NES.
Oh, wait.
A Link to the Past.
I played. Maybe that's not the one I played. I played the gold one on NES in like 8-bit graphics.
Okay, that's Zelda 2.
No.
Yeah. Zelda 1 and 2.
Oh, it's just called The Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I played.
I was gonna say, you're telling me that. I'm like, dude, I'm younger than you, and I beat that. The one on Super NES.
Yeah. No, I like didn't understand the NES when we got it because it was like, I don't know, like 5 or something. So, and Zelda I think would have been too complicated. But, so that was like my only experience with it. And then I played Breath of the Wild earlier this year. And it's just like, oh my god, I love Zelda now. And so now I'm doing Link's Awakening. And I guess they're going to keep adding more like classic titles, so I'm hoping to play them all on Switch. But
so you didn't play Link's Awakening before?
No.
Okay, it's one of the best in the series.
I mean, I really like the Switch one. It's like the gameplay is.
The problem is that I feel like it was a Zelda made for non-Zelda players. You know what I mean? It was a Zelda made for people who wanted a big open world game.
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I hear, it's not really like the other Zeldas, but it's just a really good game. Like, regardless of even being Zelda, it's a great game. The physics stuff that they do, like, is totally integral to the experience. Like, they make really good use of physics, and you solve a lot of problems in a way that's sort of intuitive, except you're not used to like games being that flexible. Things like, like you can light like just like anything on fire. I don't know, like lots of puzzles involve like throwing rocks and stuff around, and sometimes you'll have to like make like a catapult thing and drop like one rock on like another slab or something. Like, just there's a lot of random shit like that where you're just kind of using the environment in a very natural way, but in a way that games usually don't give you the flexibility to do. So I like that. It does take getting used to though, because you're like always like, wow, I can do that. And there's one part where Link dresses up like a girl. He looks like a super hot twink.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Take my money.
And you can get the amiibos.
Ah, damn it, dude. Why am I hungry again? I just ate.
You should have ice cream. Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah, I'll just shit the bed.
Yeah. You're lactose.
Dude, I am lactose intolerant, but it doesn't matter. Like, if I see cheese, I want to eat that cheese. You know?
Yeah. Cheese is good.
What the fuck was that sound?
I don't know. Ugh. Pathfinder hat. It's too expensive.
What the fuck was that sound?
No one's bought my butcher.
Haha.
This is just shit.
Hello. Somebody followed me. Thank you.
Like, followed you home.
Yeah, somebody followed me home. Who's gonna follow you home?
That's funny.
I'm like very, very careful. Very, very careful. Not to upset anyone, not to run into any alliance, so that I can just level. I'm just grinding on level 55 dinosaurs and then Goro.
Oh yeah, I started Goro and it was a big mess.
Oh, dude, if you want, I
dropped
can help you through this because I'm sitting here just grinding. I'm not doing anything else.
No, it's too much commitment. I don't know what I'm doing. But I like ran in there and I saw a guy with like 15% health left and no one around, so I was like easy kill, and so I like started shooting on him, and another guy was just like standing there stealth and like came out and like started going after me. I had to run away from him. It sucked. And then they just kept chasing me until I basically until I logged off.
Oh, those are the best.
Like, every time I try to gank a priest, he like, just heals immediately for all of his hit points, and then he like can't do any damage, but he always has his friend sitting there just stealth, like watching over him. Like, you're a little bitch.
What does mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. What do you think makes these orbs so righteous?
Is that what they're called, righteous orbs?
Yeah.
Wait, are you leveling on... Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm on the auction house.
Oh, well,
They're one of the mats for Crusader.
why does it say
Like,
you're AFK?
Because I'm not moving, I'm just walking around my living room. Here. No, I'm not AFK.
Why does it say you're not AFK?
Because I'm ATK.
Oh, I see. Dude, I was wrestling with my fucking, with my, audio inputs, because I was trying to get... Do you know what Rocksmith is, right?
No.
It's like, if you were to, you do like some Guitar Hero type interface, but you can connect a real guitar.
No.
Okay.
No.
I was trying to do that while while streaming, but it takes control of all, like, the program automatically gains exclusive access to all of your audio inputs. And so I don't, like, I was just fucking dinking with it for hours. And the key to it was setting all the devices to 4800 the DVD quality.
That...
Which doesn't make any sense.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Wait, so Rocksmith, it's Guitar Hero and it runs PC and you connect an electric guitar to it?
Yeah, or in my case, a bass. I play bass.
Does it detect the notes that you're playing, or
yes,
what?
it detects the notes. In the same way that a tuner detects it. Do you play the instrument?
I have played an electric guitar, but I'm not too familiar with the interface. I mean, I guess it would have to detect.
Yeah, you had little tuners that you put on your thing. It picks up a frequency.
I mean, I'm familiar with those. Yeah. I always tuned it by hand.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the same way that they're just picking up the frequency, like fucking 440 or whatever, whatever it may be.
Well, I mean, that's how it works. Or I don't even know how they work. They probably don't use a microchip because they're super old. So I'm wondering how it transmits the frequency to the computer.
Oh, well, it's got its own cord. It's got its own cord that's just a 1/4-inch jack. And the frequency to the computer can be translated as sound. You know, like when you plug in a guitar to your computer, it's essentially a microphone.
Right. Okay. I get it. I was thinking about it and making it more complicated than it needed to be.
Yeah, considering it's already a microphone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's already an interface there to handle that.
What is it? It's just it's voltage, basically.
Yeah. Like a resistance, like how much it lets through, how much it dampens.
I want to make a new type of instrument.
Why?
Like brand new. I don't know. It would be neat. I'd call it like the I don't know. What's a good name for an instrument?
It would not be neat. Well, it's not me. It's not me, and I won't.
To see how much it's
not me, and I here, this is
a carrot peeler.
This is Rocksmith. If you want to see what it looks like, if you go to 19 minutes, it's just my friend harassing me while I play Amy Winehouse.
Ooh. Could you do this with like a keyboard?
Yeah, there's another program that you can do this with a keyboard. Yes, and I have one too. Do you play it?
No.
Yeah,
I
you
used
can
to
do this
play
with
piano,
a keyboard.
but that was a long time ago.
Well, I have a keyboard. Well, I have a bigger one too, but I have a smaller one that's just for like editing MIDI. You know, like if you're working with Ableton and shit.
Yeah.
It's not for like performing. So it's very small.
Like 12 keys.
Yeah. 25, I think, actually.
Okay. How many do I have? I have a keyboard here that I use for gathering dust. It is 5 octaves.
Don't feel too bad. There's a drum set behind me just gathering dust. And that fucker takes up room.
They really do. Do you ever put your dogs in the bass?
My what?
Put your dogs in the bass drum.
Oh, no, it's an electric.
Oh,
It's an
I
E-drum.
always wanted one of those because I used to play the drums for like middle school band, and I got a drum set.
Dude, it's really nice, and if you
It's
plug it
very loud.
into your computer via USB, it just works as a MIDI input.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I wanted to do.
Oh, and it's got this, it's got like a, kind of like a trampoline, like the type of mesh, and it's got it on top of each one, so like when you hit it, it has like a realistic bounce back, you know? Which has always been the problem with e-drums, that they're either rubber and they just feel fucking weird, or they're like cloth, you know? But this material, this essentially trampoline, feels really good to hit with a drumstick, dude. Because it just bounces right back, you know? It's like a button.
Yeah. Well, that sounds very positive.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
I never actually played an e-drum for like more than just like hitting it once.
Oh, I mean, I
so I'm
played
not
like
familiar with the difficulties.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not great. I did it as a hobby, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't like awesome at normal drums either. I was as good as like a 12-year-old kid could be at drums, I guess. But also not that good, because I bet there's 12-year-olds that are actually really good at drums.
Yeah.
Drums are loud. I don't know how my parents put up with that.
How your parents put up with what?
With like just having a drum set in the house. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, I feel bad. You're saying that. I was about to say I feel bad for the kids with trumpets. Dude, you know what? Guess what my sister drags home every day? Ever since she was like 12.
A trumpet,
No.
a violin,
No.
a tuba,
No.
a trombone.
No, an upright bass.
Oh, that's big. That's the biggest one.
That's literally the biggest one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also the fucking
You don't
loudest.
carry anything bigger than that.
Sometimes like we're just sitting here and it just sounds like macabre. It's like you
I
know.
would want to play like. I really like strings. I would love to be able to play like cello, violin, but you know, I'm not gonna learn at this point. So,
Why not?
because I like won't practice and I'll just like lose interest.
Okay, I got
Be
you,
honest.
but you know when I started playing drums is like 28, 29, you know?
I mean I know it like it would be feasible to do. Like I could learn it, but I'm just not gonna put the effort in. You know.
That's not the guy. That's not with that attitude, I guess.
Like the one thing I've been really into is like DJing, and I've tried so many times. Not like just spinning disc, but like more like Ableton stuff, like with the keyboard. And I like I never really got too far with it because I just would get like so frustrated at being super shitty at it and not knowing what I was doing. So I like started up at least like 20 different times over a period of 10 years, and would just like end up giving up because I'd always be like, this just sounds like shit.
Wait, with what instrument?
With Ableton or like Reason, like I would just start like putting
You know, dude,
trying to make songs and stuff.
I was in a similar rut with that, to where I took I've taken multiple courses for like music theory and shit like that, and like Ableton like starter courses, and then I continued with Ableton. And for one, I had an unnatural and unrealistic expectation that Ableton was the way to go, and I should have been I should have just been worried about like how things sounded rather than like being so idealistic about it, you know?
I mean, I am concerned with how things sound. I kind of get what you're saying, but also I'm not sure I do.
Sorry, PvP happened in the middle of me saying that. In the middle of that sentence,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I think I would need to take a course because the software is, there's a ton of software and it's complicated, and I don't know anything about like producing electronic music. So I know music theory like well enough to do all the basic stuff, but I don't know anything about like, you know, there's like faders and stuff. There's all these like different transforms that you can do to the to like your sounds, and I don't know anything about how they work. Like I imagine a real DJ type person like can think of the sound that they want to make and then go and like put it together. But I am not at that place.
But I wouldn't say
remotely
DJ
close
type
to it.
person. Just like it, just you know what it has more to do with, in my opinion, how you're approaching creating, and how you're approaching what is like sound and what you're trying to like do. You know?
Yeah, I basically just start fucking around with presets until I find something that sounds good, and then I like kind of beat it into the ground until I hate it, and then I give up for like a month. It's not working out too well. But that's why I have a keyboard. Because I thought that, I mean, I was like, well, if I get a keyboard, like then it'll put stuff together. And that was sort of partially true, but also there's I still don't know how to do anything. And the keyboard kind of sucks because the drivers don't work perfectly, and it is annoying. I kind of want to get, who makes that stuff? Is it like, native instruments. Like, they have a bunch of stuff that like looks really pretty and lots of cool lights and stuff, and I assume it's all integrated together and works seamlessly.
Yeah, but what are you trying to do that you can't do?
Basically, like I like Dead Mouse.
Okay, but that's you're thinking about it more than you need to before like a creative process happens. So you know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what are you getting stuck on? When like if you were to like go and say I want to make a song or something, and
Yeah.
you picked up an instrument or you picked up a VST or that you wanted to use, and how do you start? For example, do you like
I usually start like try to develop some kind of a melody that I like. Well, like, okay, so I'll try to find um like a decent beat, like basically from presets, and I can basically like never find it. So sometimes I'll be like, well, fuck that, I'll just start like with the melody. So I'll like put a
Why would
melody
you ever
together.
use the presets one, dude?
Because I don't know enough to make things sound the way I want to.
Yeah, but don't use that crutch. That's a bad crutch to use.
Well, but it's that, or I don't have a
So,
drum line.
well, I mean, I guess I see what you're saying, but and it's kind of common for people to use that, but it's almost a trope of like how to do it wrong. You just you should understand, especially since you played it at school. You should understand drumming and like fucking like patterns enough to.
It's more about like finding the right sound for the individual drums, and I can never find the sounds that I want that go together. Like, I can make a beat, that's not my problem, but I can never get the right like wave files assigned to each drum in the set. You know?
Or just use any drum set. You know what I mean?
Different,
What
like,
you're
for
saying right now, what
electronic
you're saying
music.
right now sounds a lot to me like how I would have described things when I was focusing so much on the tiny details that didn't matter. When you can just pick up any fucking drum set and make a decent enough drum line. Like worrying too much about which wave files are on which drum is a prime example of that.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know.
Where are you stuck?
What do you? Well, like, I just can't ever really find.
What's
the
funny
sounds
is that
I
you're
want.
telling me I don't know what's right. Okay, let me start by saying that. But you're telling me that you're telling me that you start with melody. I can never do that. I have to start with like a bass line or a kind of like a repeating feature, like a percussion type of like something that's gonna carry out throughout the entire song, essentially. You know what I mean? And then from that you can spiral a melody and like you can like crescendo into a melody and then back down. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm not sure I see why it matters which order you do it in. I mean, maybe it does. I
It
don't know
matters to me
about it.
because it sets the floor that I'm gonna use for the melody.
Okay. I mean, I get what you're saying. I guess a lot of the time, like, the number one thing I'm trying to do is get something that like I actually am interested in developing. And so a lot of times that just starts, like when I'm just fucking around, it ends up starting with a melody, because that's kind of the interesting part.
Yeah, the problem is I can't imagine tying a melody back to a groove. You know what I mean? To a like a
Yeah, I've never composed before. Like I wasn't trained in any sort of composition, so uh, it's entirely possible that I'm like going about it all wrong. I mean, I
I
think if
wasn't
I
either.
like took a couple of classes or something, I would probably get a
Well,
lot
I
of
wasn't
stuff
either,
sorted
but I
out.
did take a bunch of classes.
Yeah, I
Just
should do that.
recently, like in the past couple of years, like on Skillshare, you know?
Is that like some online
Yeah,
class thing?
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you should just do that.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure that it answered all my questions, but like, I'm not even like, I don't know if I'd recommend that, but I still feel like I
Well,
need to talk to like a private professor or something. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, well, I think part of what I'm lacking is just like the base level of knowledge that lets me even like figure out the answers to my questions. Because right now, I experienced this with learning to program. Like the first couple years I was programming, like finding answers was really hard because I didn't know like how to ask the questions right.
Yeah, but
And like
just like with
now,
programming, once you go back to it though, and once you're past that stage, you realize that you're placing a lot of importance on things that should not. Like you're placing a lot of stock on things that don't affect the outcome as much. You know what I mean?
yeah, but like if I'm gonna like look up how to do X, like I need to know how to like state that question because there's like if I'm gonna use the internet and sort of train myself, I need to know how to like
Why would you
ask
use the internet?
questions. It's I don't know, it's a good source of information. Like what do you mean?
I don't use the internet.
Um, because the kind of music I'm interested in making would be heavily dependent on like producing like specific types of sounds
Yeah,
and
we
not
get
just
it.
like
We get it. It's fart music. Yeah,
yeah,
it's all fart based, right?
pretty much. Um, no, it's not like I pick like a couple of instruments and like would uh stick with those, I guess. Like I would want to use a
Oh,
lot of
can I suggest
specific.
something? Can I suggest something very important?
Sure.
Ditch Ableton.
You don't like Ableton?
No, I like Ableton, and Ableton is fine. Do you own Ableton, or are you using like Lite?
I'm using a cracked version. It's the full one.
It's not the new one then.
I mean, I haven't used it in like a couple years.
That must be like 10 or 11. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Ditch.
Well,
That.
what would you use instead of that?
There is a.
Fruity Loops?
There's a DAW called Cakewalk that used to be a very expensive, like $500 DAW that this company called
What's it called? A doll?
Cakewalk.
But you said it was a thing.
It's called Cakewalk.
You said it was a doll?
A DAW, yeah, a digital audio workstation.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Anyway, Cakewalk.
I don't know terms like that, which makes it hard to do like research on these things. I'm mostly just complaining. I'm not gonna follow through stuff like in the near future.
Can you seriously look into this though instead of Ableton because I really recommend it.
Okay.
And it's nice and it's free and it used to be like a $500 one and they're releasing it for free.
Is it open source?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, a free DAW is a good DAW. That's what I always say.
Here's the link, I guess.
Cakewalk.
I put the link on Discord too. And if you like look at reviews for Cakewalk and stuff, like you're gonna see like people are very like positive about it. It used to be very expensive, and now everybody gets to use it for free.
Did you know that it was made by a company in Boston, Massachusetts?
It was made by Sonar initially.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Sonar. Sonar's the software.
Sonar is
BandLab Technologies.
is Sonar the software? I don't know.
Yeah, the people is BandLab Technologies.
The new people, yeah, the new people in Singapore, yes.
Wait, the original one was 12-tone systems. This is very interesting. Like, I feel like I should be going to bed so that I can get
So you can do what?
Get this paper done tomorrow.
Do you feel like you need to do that?
I do, but I'm gonna just push it out of my head for now.
Spooky, dude.